Yeah, this your boy Latik La Brim Johnson. So I'm gonna take a moment to set the record straight for y'all. I see there's a lot of controversy over this Whoopty thing. So first and foremost, CJ made a hot song, but the content that he used is not his content. So his foundation is based off of live. He's not Whoopty. He don't know nothing about Whoopty. He just seen a fly splash and he jacked it, which is a smart move. But in life, you gotta show respect and you can't live a lie. Now you jacking something that they got dudes in jail for. There's allegations behind that word right there that made it such a splash for you to want to jack it. They gave me 30 years for a lifestyle full of allegations of a lifestyle that you talking about that you never lived. And that shit don't add up, shorty. Like, you trying to take something from people that you can't take. So, for the record, Whoopty is not CJ's. That shit belonged to the Jet. I ain't even gonna say it's just mine. It belonged to the Jet. It's not his at all. You can put every lawyer you want behind it, do all that. And I'm not speaking violence. I'm not beefing with you. I'm not trying to down you. I'm just speaking facts and keeping it real. That's the glow shit. You know what I'm saying? So you need to fall back with that and get in your place and find your own content, because you got a little tight delivery. I heard your song, but make your content truthful. Don't speak lies. When you living off a lie, ain't no foundation there. So all that shit you speaking in them songs, they got some boys in the street, not my team, just speaking in general, that's really going to see if you about that mess. And I told you, that's the allegations of my whole lifestyle, my whole bop that I'm in jail fighting for. So, you got to really get it together, shorty. But for all my real glows, you know what it is, man. Whoopty. Y'all know what it is. Stand on that, man. That's our shit. So don't let that little boy play with y'all, man. And I'm not promoting violence, beef, or nothing. Just speak the truth and let his ignorance die with his fables and his foolish content, you heard? Whoopty.
What's good, y'all? What's the Numbers TV? It's your boy Paul Rowe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And like a video if you appreciate the content that Paul Rowe and What's the Numbers I provided. Today we back with another profile piece. This one is on La Brim. In this video we're going to take a look at his early years growing up in the Bronx, New York. Then we will speak about his legendary history and how he became such a well-known member of the New York City Bloods. We will also speak about his current situation and the reason he's serving 30 years behind bars. And lastly, we will take a look at the details surrounding the issue he had with up-and-coming Staten Island rapper CJ for using the term Whoopty on a song without paying homage. Latik Johnson, better known as La Brim, is from the Bronx, New York, and throughout the years has a long history of doing certain things in the streets of New York City. He would become a member of the Bloods as the gang spread through the streets and prisons of New York City during the 90s and early 2000s. La, about 10 years younger than many of the first generation big homies, was more suited to bridge the gap between himself and the youth. And in 2005, some of the youth would follow him when, while serving time in Attica State Prison for different charges, La made the move to separate himself from a certain Brim set and started his own Bloodhound Brim set, which was still a part of the NYBBA. Over time, the Hound started to get deep in numbers and gain traction on Rikers Island and in many of the jails across New York State. La would be released from prison around 2011 and hit the streets again after dealing with certain parole issues. He would put certain plays together, like his Truce and Alliance known as Jet Blue, with G Stone Crip big homie P Gutter. But for everything positive he was doing in the streets, the authorities say La was doing just as much negative. They highlight multiple gang shootings around the city they say La was involved in personally or by sending a shot through his little homies. La would actually be arrested for a gang-related shooting and sent to Rikers Island to await trial. While there, he will be hit with new charges in August of 2016 when he will be part of a 40-person gang indictment out of the Bronx. The Hounds, although the focus of numerous investigations at the time, was still continuing to grow and gaining more and more influence and power in the streets and the jails. The feds, seeing what was going on, decided to ramp up their investigation into the Bloodhound Brims, and in January 2016, things will get worse for La Brim, as he will be part of a 13-person federal indictment. La will end up taking the case to trial, and in March of 2019 he was found guilty on all charges, and in December of the same year was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Since then, La Brim hasn't spoke about a lot on YouTube once some of the first generation New York City Bloods started to tell their stories on different media platforms. La himself would actually make his own headlines in February of 2021 when he would speak out against up-and-coming Staten Island rapper CJ for using the Bloodhound Brim gang term Whoopty in the hook and title of his song. The song Whoopty would actually blow up for CJ and take him to new heights musically, helping him get a deal with Warner Records in the process. Lie will make a phone call from jail and state that CJ made a hot song but the term whoopty isn't his, and also that CJ himself isn't whoopty. Some other New York City rappers like 22G's would take some shots on social media, but for the most part CJ didn't say too much about Lie Brim's comments and decided to just move on, it looks like to me. But yo, it's What's the Numbers TV. That was a quick profile piece on Latique Johnson, better known as Lie Brim, you know, the big jet. Many say the inventor of the phrase whoopty. You know what we do here, What's the Numbers? You know, there wasn't too much information on him online about, you know, backed up with facts or news articles or certain pictures. So that's what we do here. We try to, you know, put a little information there so people can get the right, at least get some type of truth behind who the person is, or at least the real pictures or the real news articles of what really happened or how much time they're doing in jail or are they home. That's what we do at What's the Numbers, you know what I'm saying? We try not to add too much spice and sauce on it. We just give y'all the facts that we know that's out there, and that's what we did with Lie Brim. So, you know what I'm saying? This is a profile piece on him. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Just stay in tune. Y'all been rocking this long. Just keep rocking. Like the video, share the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's Polo, What's the Numbers TV. Be back before you know it. We out of here. Peace.